Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Rita Lee's video blog. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please click that like, subscribe, thumbs up button. If you're a comer backer, welcome. And while I'm sitting here, you can see the little schnauzer wants his toy. You want the toy? Huh? You want the toy? Do you want the toy? Do you want the toy? Look how cute he is. This is my child trying to find a groomer for him. He needs a haircut. Oh, yeah. Welcome, everyone. If you're comer backer, welcome. There you go, buddy. When he's 6 months old, you just got to do so much. I just love him so much. I mean, I miss Moppy 1, but Moppy 2 is just a blessing. All right, so I want to make this as quick as possible. If it goes into a long-range yap, well, sorry about that. So, I'll be talking about something important today, all right? So, I just got up. I made my coffee. I took my meds this morning. Yeah, my head's like, maybe I need to, yeah. Anyway, so, stepbrother messaged me like, oh, don't know why Medicare went down. Don't care. Be blessed. Anyone who complains then? So apparently the Supreme Court is now basically siding with the people, and the people are pissed, and with 76 days to go, a lot of people are talking about states that are red flipping blue or purple. So we'll see how that is. But there's a thing that I want to talk about. A couple of people have messaged me, and they've asked me a couple questions, and they said to me the other day, I'm checking 2 websites while talking to you guys. They said, and I quote, have you seen that frickin' thing with Gmail lately? It's like you go into Gmail to check your email, and Gmail turns around, and it's like you delete your email and it comes back. You delete your email and it comes back. You delete the email and it comes back. I mean, literally, it's like Gmail's backend has got so many damn problems. And then you do it again, and it comes back again. You see? It's a damn problem right there. I mean, it's literally like Gmail is... I mean, I've deleted how many things I've deleted in the damn trash can again. I mean, literally, go into my trash can, it says 3 times. Alright, I'm going to empty it just to make sure it stays there. Alright, so, basically, got a couple discussions. So, Donald Trump, someone in the Pentagon leaked that Donald Trump's putting on the table to nuke Iran. Now, nuking Iran is a bad idea, okay? Now, a lot of you say that to me, oh, well, it's not a bad idea, it's a great idea. Really? Well, let's just say if you're a Republican, you think it's a good idea. Let me remind you of the after effects. You use a nuke, someone else uses a nuke, everyone else uses a nuke, then we all die. So, the answer is we don't use nukes. Alright, that's what we're talking about today. Are you prepped? Do you have all your supplies just in case something like this happens? Thing is the reason a lot of people are saying there's 2 things coming down the pipe. One is I don't have facts, so I'm not going to sit there and get flagged by Amazon's algorithms. But one of the things they talk about is that he wants to build his ballroom and his nuclear bunker and everything else and stay in it. And then if we all die, well, we die, but he gets to be alive. Fortunately, everyone passes away unless you find a way to put your brain into a robot like Elon Musk does. But here's the thing. America is basically putting this on the table, okay? So, annihilating 90 million Iranians is not a good way to end everything in the world. So, a lot of people are talking about that at all times. So, with me, I am, let's see. We're just going to go like this. Low to high. And is there a way we could search this? Chair type, yes, here we go. Chloe asked me earlier if I was looking for a chair, and I was like, yes, I am looking for a chair. So I'm going to be talking to you guys and flipping through 15 pages of chairs at Costco, because apparently we're now going to be using Costco more than Amazon. And how's that a chair, unless they think a 62 quart cooler with wheels is a chair? So, anyways, so basically we're like sitting around, and yeah, so Chloe said to me, let's find a couple chairs. So we're looking at Costco for Christmas time. Oh, that looks cool. A little wagon. How's that a chair? You see this? Every time you want a chair, you get something that isn't. There's a wheelchair. Wheelchair. Alright, stepbrother Ted could use a wheelchair. Oh, I can't walk. I need a wheelchair. He'd probably get the power one and have the... Never mind. Anyways, here we go. So apparently, there's this one. This one looks really good. Lazy Boy Manager's Office Chair. 120 bucks. Get a couple of those. We'll be fine. That's what we're looking for, actually, is one of these. The Ellie Decor Aiden Manager's Chair. Yeah, that's not bad for 160. You see, this is what we're looking for, actually. Now, if you're looking for gaming chairs, that's a different thing. It says office chairs and gaming chairs. Fortunately, I haven't found anything on the gaming chairs yet, so I did come across two, so it looks pretty good, right? So I do the high to low so I can see what it is, and sometimes I don't like things that are really expensive, but we will pay if we have to. The problem is everything comes with a price nowadays. A lot of people say, well, what's wrong with this one? It's got some damage, but it was free. So to me, you got to ask yourself how much you're basically going to pay, because in my opinion, if it looks good, then it's fine. It just depends on what you need. Now, I haven't seen a gaming chair yet, so. But anyways, so the nukes are coming, apparently, by a guy who did, like, first 15 minutes of a video being like, oh, he's talking about nukes. Well, or, and et cetera, et cetera. Well, that's fine and dandy. You wouldn't believe what I seen on YouTube today. I saw this this thing about algorithms, and they were talking about Amazon, and I'm like, no one cares about this. Is cool. Executive standing desk that's adjustable. Yeah, if you want something that big, that's $1,200 bucks. See, I went into $1,200 things. I didn't even realize that until I looked. Yeah, you see, a lot of people are like, oh, $1,200 is nothing. Yeah, right. You're my stepbrother. Money grows on trees, apparently, in his opinion. Anyways. So I got this Lazy Boy. This one looks like a standard chair. Looks pretty good. I've always felt that a chair is always good. Yeah, so and there's that. Then you got the $159. See, you gotta look at it closely. That one then might be good, but it doesn't look too appealing. Yeah, so a lot of you guys are like, oh, the green one. Nah. And then you got this one. A Barca Lounger. Wow, a Barca Lounger? Yeah, dark gray. They got cream. Oh, look at cream. Cream looks cool. There we go. Cream. I have to have cream right there. So you got Barca Lounger. Barca Lounger. Only $300. You guys are probably sitting there going, it really? Yeah, just checking it out. It helps with the back, actually. And then you got this one, dark brown or brown. It's got a wooden, it's like wood, half wood and half leather. I think the Barca Lounger is a little better. Barca Lounger. Alright, so then we have this, right? If you go move this up here, I want to go to gaming chairs because it says gaming chairs. I haven't seen any yet. So, what do we got here? A gaming chair for $1,800. Looks like crap, man. That does not look like a gaming chair, dude. That looks like something that you can't move around with wheels. Nah. So anyways, Chloe's like, oh, Costco. So anyways, then she asked me to check Walmart too. So the Barca Lounge. Actually, I'm going to put that in my shopping cart so I don't lose it. See, I always do that. A lot of people are like, you really going to do that? Why not? So a lot of people would say, well, how come you're buying something that you may or may not need? Well, the thing is I do need a new chair. My old chair is donated from the apartment manager a long time ago, that one. my service dog and training's right there. So, anyways, let's just close this up for a second. Okay, so a lot of people out there are really panicking about the nukes. Now, the best thing is, you could turn around and worry about it, because a lot of people say, "Oh, well, what do we do about it?" Let me go over to trash, because I think I'm gonna go and delete this and see if that's the problem. Because apparently, you gotta empty the trash before you can actually do it, or is there a server problem with Amazon that's basically causing trouble? Let me look. Okay, so you gotta delete it out of the trash every time. Figures. Alright, so, anyways, then Chloe said to me, let's use Walmart. Yeah, okay, so anyways, using Walmart is the best. Yeah, so everyone's like, oh, you need Walmart. That's not bad right there. Anywho. Yeah, so a lot of people are asking about Trent. Hey Trent, how goes it? So, well, I see how it is. You didn't want your toy after all, huh? Come here, little rug. Oh, little guy. Oh, there we go. What's up, huh? What I love about this guy is we can talk and he's right next to me. He's the most loyalest little pupper in the world. Hi, loyal little pupper. Look at him, he's so cute. What's wrong, huh? Oh yeah. Look at this little guy. He's like, hey, how are you? Yeah. Hello. Oh yeah. What do you got in your beard? Or is that a camera move? That must be in the camera. Let me see. You got anything in your beard? It doesn't look like it. Look grumpy. You remind me of a mini grump. How you doing, Trent? Oh, you want a nap, huh? Baby, you want a nap? You're like, Mama, I want nappy. I want a nappy. Yeah. Hey, would you like me to get you a Chewy, huh? Let's get you a Chewy real quick. You need you one while I'm doing video. Here you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. What? What's wrong? Your paw's hurting, huh? He's like, I ain't earning that treat. Give me that damn treat. Okay, so basically the Pentagon's talking about they left the nuclear option on the table, and it's like, what happens if you wipe out all of Iran? Well, first of all, the nukes can come back at us. Plain and simple. 2, the nukes get dropped on us as well. 3, is alright, so we're looking up chairs yet again. I just gotta close some of these. Okay, cool. Shipped and sold by Walmart. So Chloe's like, we need to use Walmart more. And I'm like, okay. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm kind of pissed about that anyways, but yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it, right? So, let's see here. Well, here we go. This one here says white chairs. Yeah, I'll take a white chair. That should cut down our yeah, I said white chairs. Yeah. And then we're gonna do best load high. Not too cheap. And then we're gonna do gaming chairs too. I got a couple gaming chairs. Utterly crap, I tell you. Worst gaming chairs in the world. Bought one from Amazon. It was like the biggest pieces of junk in the world. But Chloe's like, oh, can you find something decent? Yeah, if you want everything to be in China. That one looks cool. Yeah, all these people. And ooh, I like the white one right there. Leather. White leather. Here we go. You see? You get a white leather chair, you're golden. Yeah, that's cream, I think. Cream. For white myself. But anyways, that's cool. And then $150 for what? What is that? Comes with a gel cushion? A gel cushion. That seems nice. You see, I've been in charge, stuck with finding a couple chairs. So Chloe's like, oh, get chairs. I'm like, yeah, okay. So, oh, look at that. So apparently these chairs are, that the reviews aren't that good. This one's not bad. Massage lumbar pillow. Breathable. Multi-mode massage. I don't want a massaging chair. My stepbrother would, but I just want something that I can use. Oh, they got, yeah. Removable gel, breathable pocket springs, high density sponge. Yes, and the reviews are 9. You see that? That's the funniest part of these chairs. You look at a chair. How you doing, Trent? And you literally look at these high back chairs. Chloe's like, can you find me a chair? And I'm like, yes. So I go and look for a chair, and what do I find? A chair that's massaging? I don't want a massaging chair. Then I would never get out of it. See, this one's green. Yeah, that's cool. Carxis store? Hong Kong. So apparently this one's out of Hong Kong. So it's got 4 out of 7. I guess I could try that. Of course, my stepbrother, you don't buy a third-party chair. You don't know what you're buying. Shut up. Pipe it. That's me anyways. I'm like, pipe it. I get tired of these people. They're like, don't buy that. You're going to regret it. Shut up. I mean, literally. So what we need is a, why don't we do it this way? White executive office chair. You see, I need a high chair. I need a chair that fits the bridge of the Enterprise, not anything else. That one does not look comfortable. It moves. There we go. That one's got a thing on it. That's not the right chair. Yeah. This one's got 3,350. Yeah, see that's perfect right there. Reviews, 3,300 reviews. You see, there you go. That works right there. You buy it, you put it in your house, you're done. You see, most people, they don't even pay attention to reviews. Yet, I was reviewing some guy this morning I thought was clickbait, but are you prepared? Are you literally prepared in case a nuclear attack happens to Iran? Are you literally prepared? Yeah, think about it. So basically, you buy an item with an extended warranty, and it's based on your other issues. Yeah, so where is Chloe? Where is Chloe? Why is there 2 of you people? Why is there two of you, Trent? Where's Chloe? Chloe's in the other room. She's getting ready to clean, Trent. Why is there one called Trent Bridge 640? Message retracted. So what happened to this one? Oh, alright, makes sense. Yeah, well. Yeah, look at him. He's just like chewing away. Computer chair? Yeah, an office chair is what we're looking at, Trent. Yeah, so couple things we're going to talk about today with prepping is, do you have all your stuff prepped, ready to go, people? Because everyone has a problem, and right now, people message me and they're like, hey, did you do this or do that today? Have you done this? I haven't done anything, basically. I got up, I slept in, needed it apparently, and then Chloe and I were talking about Amazon. We're still waiting for that refund to come, you know, and Chloe's like, Christmas is around the corner, and I'm like, yeah. For crying out loud. So every time I turn around, Best Buy is like, do you need an alternative phone number? Do I look like I want an alternative phone number? See, I'm actually doing my work while I'm talking to you, which is I'm doing pricing. Anyways, Chloe and I thought between October and December we'd buy a new TV for our living room. We're thinking about TCL or Hisense. Something we could just load in the back of a van and take it home. Chloe thinks that's a great idea. Fortunately, there's a lot of problems, and I want to talk about that today. So everything we do, we're like, we're having some problems. So I should send my stepbrother a question about Intel versus AMD, but his answer is, oh, just get the Intel, it's great. That's why I don't ask him about Intel, because he'll just tell me to go buy Intel. Anyways. So. Anyways, that's what I said anyways. Unfortunately, it is what it is. I mean, so, when I asked about it, she was just like, yeah. Someone asked me the other day, hey, do they sell things at Amazon? Amazon sells a lot of crap. Let me see. Yeah, so when you start doing the Amazon searches, it gets easier. You just go down the list, and you can find like brands and stuff. Yeah, just gotta figure out what you're doing. Yeah, I'm just trying to find a brand. On their search, someone said, well, how come you haven't done? Here it is. See, just flip it over. There we go. And then you get to see how much Amazon's charging for some of these overpowered stuff. Yeah. Can't find a decent deal anyways. I was going to get Chloe a desktop, but apparently it doesn't work. Yeah. So... yeah, let's see if that works. So apparently it doesn't work when you put in what you search. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah. Anyways, it is what it is. A lot of people say to me, well, what are you looking for? It's like, I'm looking for something that works. Yeah. Fortunately. So, yeah, anyways. So, a lot of people have been asking about that, and it's like, yeah, a lot of people are like, why don't you just go with a desktop instead of a laptop? I would really do that. Unfortunately, I can't do it because apparently the problem with the desktop is so I just love gaming, by the way. So can't find what I'm looking for. Not on Amazon, anyways. A lot of people have been asking about Amazon, and it's like Amazon's getting harder and harder. So, I mean, I would love to do it, but yeah. So, anyways, we'll get out of this because I don't want to waste time on this. So, but are you guys completely and thoroughly prepped? Because in my opinion, prepping is the way to go. Because you guys should literally be prepping due to the fact that he's like talking about nuclear annihilation of Iran. And like I said, a lot of people say, oh, well, they'd rather embrace a dictator, which he's not, than to allow Democrats to win. Well, yeah. I mean, literally, I called them Republicans and Democrats for a reason, and that is because they're both useless. How can I leave? Ugh, for crying out loud. So apparently, unless I go and empty the damn spam and trash folder, it's literally basically locking up. My Gmail is literally locking up, which means right there it says spam. I just cleared the spam, right? So now I gotta go and find the trash can again. And we gotta empty the trash. Because apparently there's a problem with Google. Alright, so let's see what happens now. So apparently I have to, once you put it in the trash, it's not syncing up with Google properly where you can exit it. It's getting harder and harder, I think, but anywho. So anyways, like I said, coffee time with Rita. Are you guys prepped? Are you guys prepared? Just in case. Because frankly, I would be prepped too. Yeah. So. Not for you, baby dog. Not for you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that face. She's got a face only a mama can love. Anyway, so basically what's going on is, we gotta prep just in case due to the fact that it's gonna get bad, literally bad, and I don't have any way to see it. See, if we have like what 75 days until the election, and all people are like, oh yeah, we're gonna hold House and Senate yet. I mean, let me put it this way. I'm sorry to say this to my stepbrother and to Trent. Okay, Trent, he's like a family member, an adopted family member that's a moderator. But I think Trent would agree with me too. I don't think the American people are going to be happy trying to buy Argentinian or Brazilian beef. Now, Walmart already sells Argentinian and Brazilian beef. Costco uses Canadian beef, but Costco's literally getting tariffed the crap out of. I had a guy to offer me an item in Canada. I turned it down due to the fact that, let's just say we had to turn it down due to the fact that, yeah. Anyways. So, yeah, so the government's like making a deal like, oh yeah, your ground beef's gonna be cheaper. How many people eat ground beef right now? I mean, well, let me tinkle because I got a story for you here at the unaltered. What's up, doggy? Huh? Oh yeah, good boy. That's a good little dog. Drink some water over the toilet. Huh? Toilet seat now. Alright, so let me tell you something. I don't like to talk about that often, but are you guys prepped? Are you truly prepped? Hey, what up, doggy? Are you truly prepped? I love this dog with all my heart. I love my dog. Yeah. Are you guys prepped? Because the only way I can see the elections being suspended is if basically Congress does it, or if he drops a nuke. And if he drops a nuke on Iran, the whole country, the whole world's gonna basically be pissed. And by the way, let me tell you something. If he drops a nuke, it's game over for America for a couple of reasons. One is the stock market will completely and totally be annihilated. Yeah, think about it. He sits there and goes, I can't lose. We were losing Iran. I mean, look. Literally, even if you got a deal on the price of beef, hypothetically, you still got to look at the price of fuel. Is fuel good? I mean, my family came up for 3 hours to see me. And they're like, oh yeah, Texas is great. Not what I've been hearing from my own contacts. So unless they're overhyping it and trying to say everything is whitewash, I have negative clue that Texas is great. I heard they're going back today or tomorrow. It's Sunday. So it's like... But anyways, they came out. They did some stuff. They're leaving. Fortunately, anyway, not a good sight, okay? So anyways, family turns around, and, yeah. So a lot of people out there, they're like, what are you doing? What's going on? How come you're doing it? And, see, I'm just checking to see if there's any extra messages. So I have a Google Voice I use for various things. Nope. So anyway, so I turn around, and I see this coming down the pipe where you drop it, it's World War III. You got World War III, you got National War, you got Civil War, you got possible global war, World War III, and you got national security locking us all up because apparently nuking Iran. I mean, literally, Iran's a terrorist group. Okay, I'll buy that, but there is 1.5 or 2 billion Muslims. How are you going to explain that to the Muslims that are peaceful? I mean, I got family that goes, all Muslims are terrorists. Really? I met many Muslims that are the most peacefulest people in the world. I mean, look at it from this point of view. Let me put it this way. I got family that claim they're Christian. Not a Christian bone in their damn body. They believe they worked their butt off for everything, and God's going to sit there one day and say, well, you didn't believe in me, so... I mean, let me put it this way, okay? A lot of people out there, don't realize that every company out there, every company you buy from, I'm pointing the finger at my stepbrother Ted, doesn't realize that every company you buy from, if it isn't physical stores, it's online. Keep a full database of everything you buy for life, unless the company goes under. For example, Trent here probably realizes, he always talks about McDonald's from time to time, or Taco Bell, and he says, oh, have you seen Taco Bell, or whatever? Have you realized that they keep a database for it all? So this time around, I want to see what happens because I basically turned around and deleted the entire contents in my inbox. So while it says you leave and don't save, save what? I mean, the Google Save thing must be a back-end problem today. But anywho, so they keep a massive report on you of everything you buy or what happens. I got a file with McDonald's. Why? Because I fell. And McDonald's doesn't want to win. But guess what? McDonald's has lost. I mean, they want to win, yet they think they've won. But truly, McDonald's has lost. So, anyway. So I got everything taken care of for today. Fortunately, there's a few items that need to be taken care of. But a lot of people have been asking about different issues. Like, for example, okay, here's how bad things are getting, okay? First of all, I'd like to tell you a couple stories about what I've been doing research-wise in the afternoons. Oh, yeah, look at him. He's so cute. So, Zoe, when she was around, knew I did a lot of algorithms, research, spreadsheets. One of the things I've been following, okay, is Amazon. Now, a lot of people sit there and say, oh, Amazon's easy to scam. That's not my point. My point is I've been following Amazon's algorithms, not scam tactics, because scamming doesn't pay off in the long run. Plus the fact it's stupid and everyone has to pay for it. So, what I've been following in the algorithms is the shopping pattern. For example, I bought an item recently, and Chloe, the family did, and it came back and the entire screen was completely shattered, okay? Everyone was like, oh my god, what is this, okay? Now, Trent's probably thinking, how much was it? Well, you're looking at about $800, okay, Trent? Fortunately, there's a little problem here. See, look at this. It updates it again. So I want to go over 3 items right now. 3. Right? So I'm watching the Amazon algorithms, okay? I'm going to show you. Actually, I don't have screen share, so I can't. But I'll explain it as we go, okay? So this says right here, right? You go in, it says 804. Amazon has 2 left, right? But it's a third party, so skip it, right? Then you go to the item that was broken, right? Right here. Ships in 1 to 2 days. You won't be getting it till the 28th of Friday, right? Currently. Right? So a lot of people are like, oh, this is good. It's affordable. People are buying them like crazy because it's an alternative to a laptop. The next one is $1,250, okay? That went down $50. They're like, hey, school's coming in session. You want this, right? Well, let me just say, yeah, I want it, okay? Now, my stepbrother Ted would be like, oh, you can't have it. Well, anyways, so looking over items that I needed to purchase, right? Certain items, because the end of the year is coming, okay? And school's coming into session soon. A portable 15.6-inch USB computer monitor is $70. That's on sale. You look at items that you... right there. Like, for example, Chloe and I are looking at a tabletop dryer that holds small loads, but we can wash them at home because we're not paying $8 for drying because just to get our clothes dry. We're going to buy it at home and see how long it works, okay? Now, you guys could sit there and say, what else are you pricing? So, I looked at 2 different types of steam cleaners. One has a 1-year warranty, the other has a 5-year. The difference is one is professional grade, the other is commercial grade. They're the same machine, the only difference is the warranty. With commercial, you get 1 year, whereas professional, you get 5 years. Same machine, pretty much. Other items I've been watching is toilet paper went up $2. Yeah, $2, okay? And if you scroll down to things here, things like books are on sale, TVs are on sale. I read a lot. Movies, they're literally DVDs. They're trying to literally sell DVDs cheap. That's why I buy stacks of them, have them on hand, so I can play them in my portable DVD player or my DVD player. Then you look at other items that you're looking to buy. For example, he's at Chloe's door, like, hey, Mom, let me in, Mom. All the time. my butt, man. Go ahead. Wait for Anyways, a lot of people have been really problematic about the cleaning. I mean, I've had APS and all these other things. Alright, so, food thingies. We're going to go up to food thingies. Food things or food thingies went up in price. So everything you're looking at, it went up in price. That's made with corn, wheat, grain, etc. Up in price. Things made in China, down in price to a point. So if you look at everything I've been viewing, right, and watching price-wise, things that I need replacements for, etc., they're going slightly up. But a lot of people have said, well, how much, what is, how come, this, that, and the other. Well, thing is, like coffee keeps going up in price. Coffee was $16 for a bag, is now $26 or $32 a bag. Or this one that I picked up that was supposedly a great blend was $10 a bag, is now $19 a bag. So you got to look into it from that point of view. A lot of people turn around and they're like, well, why are you monitoring? Yeah, I'm monitoring because I'm watching pricing. I also check things at Walmart. Things that I may need at Walmart. I've been looking at Walmart more because Chloe and I don't want to go through Amazon because it's getting harder and harder. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm just going to order Amazon. Yeah, you're going to order Amazon. And yet, that's your business. I mean, let me put it this way. I'm still waiting for a refund, or our family is, for the damn device that got the screen blown out. I mean, how do you justify it? How do you justify the screen being blown out? Yeah, think about it. I mean, so, I mean, literally, a lot of people now it's going into school. It's going into summer, right? We're on August 21st, okay? Now, a couple months ago, people would be like, oh, yeah, life is great. Now they're looking and they're like, hey, Colonel, what's going to happen for the economy? Well, I'll tell you what the economy is going to do. A lot of people are predicting we're going to have a crash, okay? People are living on credit and declaring bankruptcy. I mean, you're going to see maybe a Great Depression 2.0, 3.0, or even 4.0. And when I say this, I don't say it lightly because people are financing. I mean, look. When people sit around and they turn around, okay, and they have to find, I mean, look, a lot of people say stockpile food, hold back food, hold food, right? Literally. I mean, I just went today when I heard someone talk about, I need to lose a little weight. That's why that APS lady's like, you need to get on a treadmill. Oh, I would, but my treadmill in my back room's blocked. And anyways, I'm like, so they asked me this morning, are you waiting for death? I was going to say yes, but negative. It was just, yeah, I mean, literally, they're like trying to claim Chloe's an abuser. But anyways, I'm like, look, she's uploading her MP3 player. Well, looks like I may have to buy another one of those next month because every time I turn around, yeah, so, anyways, so, when it comes to all of this going down the pipe, it's like, I just, yeah. So, anyways, the bottom line is when it comes to things, we're switching to Walmart and Costco over Amazon. We're cutting out our shopping at Amazon unless we really need it because Amazon is getting to the point where we don't really need it. I mean, look, I just picked up macaroni and cheese, like 9 boxes. And then I hear Amazon go, oh, your order for Saturday is coming in on Monday. Not my problem, okay? So all these people are talking about, yeah. I mean, literally, I mean, every time I go to Amazon, I'm always literally polite and proper. I mean, it's like, there's people out there that are like, oh, I mean, when I report something, it's like, hey, the box is completely crushed. You guys should basically be well aware that you threw a crushed box in my box. And they get back to me with thank you. Yeah. Anyways. I wonder if Walmart sells that thing there. Let's try. Alright, let's see. There we go. Ah, yes. How's the reviews on this? Not good, but not bad. See, I'm looking for reviews that sell. See if I can get something new. Ooh. That's cute. Ooh. Does these come with a window kit? Because I'd really love to get a window kit. Ah, right here. Window. Vented portable dryer for window kit. So, apparently this one... £60 portable. So let me see the view all. Okay, so where do you vent this? That's the thing. Does it explain how it vents? Yeah. Doesn't say, does it? Yeah, well, it doesn't explain it. That's the thing. It just shows you can buy one, but it doesn't say how you get it. That's the thing. Yeah, it says it holds 14 pounds of clothes, but it doesn't tell you how you do it. That's the thing. Yeah, well, these ones are like full-size, compact ones. It's like I need something with a let's see, portable clothes dryer with window kit. No, because Amazon's got one, but thing is, you gotta look carefully what you're buying because I want a window kit for it. That's the thing. Chloe and I are tired of paying more money for a dryer that doesn't work. Compact. Front load tumble portable clothes dryer. See, there you go. And it has 13 reviews. That's the only problem is you look at it and you're like, okay, what's the problem? Yeah. With exhaust pipe and LED exhaust pipe. Yeah, see, it's like with exhaust pipe, really. Well, where's the exhaust pipe go? That's the thing, because you can get a window kit for these. Thing is, unless I have to buy a window kit. Yeah. Hold on. RV camping. Home, apartment, dorm. Wall mounting. Integrate visual window allows you to mount. See, that's the thing. I want to basically have something I can use so I could use it at home. Yeah, that's the thing. I want something that will... Yeah. Shows all these dryers, but it doesn't show anything that is... yeah, so... So, I'll have to figure it out. See, I was really looking forward to getting one of those because the reviews look pretty doggone good. And I'm thinking, why not? I can use it and be done with it. Yeah. Because it would be perfect. But Walmart, they're just selling brands I've never heard of. It's like, dude, I want something I can do my laundry. Yeah. I mean, there's this one. 3.5 foot cubic foot. And it's, talks about, like, what, window kit or something. Oh, yeah, see? Includes exhaust connector, which you can just hook up to a window kit. You see? An exhaust connector. See, that's what I like right there. It's, like, perfect. And that's one of the items I'd have to buy on Amazon because Walmart doesn't sell them. That's the thing. Walmart sells them, but you don't know what you're getting. And so Chloe and I were really stoked about buying one of these machines for home. I mean, literally, we're moving up in the world where we really want to look into one of those for home. I mean, people say, well, why won't you just go to the laundromat? Laundromat for drying costs more money than anything in the world. I mean, literally, you're paying more money just for a laundromat. And Chloe and I were paying a crap of money the other day. We spent like $16 for drying. Our laundry got clean, but it was like $16 for drying. Chloe says, is there an option? I said, yeah, let me handle it. She said, what are you thinking about? One of those, if we can get 3 air conditioners, 3 freaking air conditioners with window kits, then you can get a window kit for a dryer and just plop it in there and swap them out. I mean, literally, what more does a person need? But a lot of people say, oh, well, is that what you need? And it's like, look, in this day and age, you got to ask yourself, how much money are you literally going to be funneling to the people? That's the thing. As a prepper, you got to ask yourself, are you willing to sit there and pay more money for less? I mean, look around. People sit there and they say, oh, well, the price of gas is great. Really? You tell me how the price of gas is great. Oh, well, I'm going to get my ground beef because it's Brazilian or Argentinian. Argentinian beef may have a lot of those something worms coming into the country, which can really kill a person. And a lot of people don't think about that. That's why I would skip that and go with chicken. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, well, chicken's bad. Well, guess what? I'd rather eat chicken. I mean, think about it this way, okay? The other day, let me tell you a story. The other day, hey, Mom, how you doing? Come here. Oh, yeah. It sounds like you were drinking out of the toilet again. Feel that little wet beard of yours. Oh. You want to say hello to the people? Hello, my name is Moppy. Do you like doggies? Look at me. I'm a mini grump. Yeah, it looks like a mini version. It looks like a fuzzball like Oscar the Grouch. Do you live in garbage cans? Do you live in garbage cans? Do you live in garbage cans? Oh. He growls because he's a puppy and he doesn't like he's got his ways of how we hold him. He's like, hey, hold me this way or that way. Oh. Yeah. So, let's get down to business, shall we? So, as a prepper, are you prepped? Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, the economy is crappy. I don't know what to do. Thing is, you got to ask yourself, how much are you willing to pay for lower, crappier products? In my opinion, that's something that you got to take into account. Because, frankly, I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of watching $16 go for drying. That's almost 2 rolls of quarters for what? So you plug in one of those. People say, well, the economy's hurting. Yes, but the question is, can you survive? Yes, you can. Will you survive? Yes, you can. Will it happen? Yes, you can. Thing is, a lot of people say, well, how's it going to play out? Well, you got 75 days until the election. Now, you got to ask yourself the question, okay? Will he use a nuke to stop the election? Possibly. Will it be on the table? Yes. Is it going to happen? There's two outcomes. He drops a nuke, everyone bows down to him, he gets what he wants. Two, he annihilates 90 million people. They declare the United States a bunch of hoodlums that are all war criminals. That's it. World War III happens, they march in and they put a flag on our country. NATO takes over the U.S.'s, or the entire planet gets annihilated because, well, we dropped a nuke because, well, we thought it was the right thing to do. There's a lot of outcomes. So, in my opinion, they don't all go back to the right outcome. You see, people sit there and they say, well, what is our plan? Our plan is, right now, to live one day at a time and to prep. If you decide to go ahead, get yourself some water and some potassium iodide tablets and a world band radio, you may need it. Otherwise, you may just be basically checking and so forth. I mean, think about it. There's a 1% chance he could use it, but that 1% chance could be the death of the entire country, too, or the world. Think about it. I mean, literally. I mean, right now, you got to ask yourself, and I was going to check on this real quick. Let me tinkle. Because I have an idea I want to clear up with you guys today. Okay. All right. So, hi. Right. All right. So, before I have a brain fart here, I want to talk about meats. A lot of people sit there. See, you just gotta act like a mini grumpy. He gets it. See, hi. He's only 6 months, so he's just like, he's in his grumpy mood. Hey, grumpy. Here you go, bud. So, a lot of people are saying, well, what do you do about the beef problem? Simple. You don't buy beef. I mean, look, the reports are in, okay? You can do things like you don't want to do, right? For example, I'm going to go to a website that I shop at. Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys about it. All right. Share your thoughts. Oh, your thoughts are important. I'm the stepbrother. We're all going to die. So anyways, let me share with you some stuff. First of all, I want to go. Alright, so here we go. Okay. I want to tell you something interesting. So, alright, so here's a deal, okay? Now, a lot of you people out there complain about food, right? So you're like, oh, well, you know, Chloe, of course, turns around, and Chloe's like, the story goes with Chloe the other day. She goes ahead and she buys a whole bunch, you're going to love this story, a whole bunch of hamburger, right? And I love hamburger. Hamburger is the best hamburger in the world, right? She gets like Wagyu and Angus, right? And I can't complain about Wagyu or Angus. Now people say, oh, but Colonel, aren't you worried about your Wagyu and whatever? Negative, because I have a joke for you guys. You see, for example, I turn around and I want chicken, right? So here's the deal, all right? So people turn around and they say, well, I'm all American, I'm going to buy some beef. They go to the store. Now, by federal law, it's got to tell you where it comes from. If it says product of Brazil or Argentinian, I don't buy it, okay? I look at it and I'm like, And why are we down with the lowest herds in the entire world? Because our herds got sick. Some farms caught on fire, like forest fires, flash fires, etc. Wildfire, that's the word. And so a lot of people go, well, how are we supposed to eat? I mean, we're going to all die, right? If we don't eat. Well, what if I told you that there's places out there that you could put your money towards? For example, so say I turned around and I bought boneless, skinless chicken breast. Now you're going to sit there and say, oh, but that's not a tasty meal. Well, let me finish because I'm going to give you a way of prepping this, okay? Now, Trent, he's probably sitting there going, well, the other day I went to McDonald's. I love Trent stories when he comments. And it cost me like $30 for a Big Mac. $30, brother? You know we can do better than that. You know we can do better than that. What if I could tell you right now that if I invested, which I did, a meat grinder. Now you guys could sit there and say, cool, a meat grinder. Pay attention here. And you can go and buy, and I'm going to do a hamburger in a second. I have all my links set up. I'm going to do ground beef, because ground beef, right? So we're going to do it this way. I have a reason for this. Ground beef, and we don't want patties. We actually want ground beef, okay? Now, I'll explain what I'm doing because you guys are probably sitting there going, yeah. And why is this basically not showing ground beef? So, how about we put in hamburger, because I'm not done. Because apparently, so we're looking for ground meat. Apparently it's called ground meat now. Ground meat. This place I'm at. I'm shopping. Oh, here we go. Alright, so we're gonna do this, okay? We're gonna talk about a couple of items here. I have a lot of tabs open, so don't worry about that. But it's basically the point, okay? Now I want to share with you something that a lot of you preppers don't understand. Now Chloe, of course, Chloe's smarter than you guys, alright? Oh, by the way, this is not what we want. This is not beef. That is plant-based beef. So we're not going to be even adding that to the connection. Okay, so what we're looking for is food, okay? So, alright, so we got that. We got this. We got this, right? We got this. Chloe's always talking about this. Oh, well, I want this, and I want that, and I want this, and I want that. Okay. And while we're at it, let's throw in the rib roast just because, okay? Because, well, this isn't a lesson without we doing it properly, okay? So, we are going to do boneless, right? Because, well, they're talking ground beef only. Ground beef, not beef in general. When they said, they use the words ground beef. Now, you can get a nice bone-in ribeye, but the problem with the bone is you have to cut it yourself, which means you have to have a knife that will cut through. And because on one side is the steaks, and you flip it over, you have to look for the bone properly. I always cook boneless, all right? Now, we're not done yet. We got one more set to do. All right, so here we go. So now you're like looking at me like, what are we looking at? I have a reason for this. Okay, we have that already. Okay, so let's get down to the discussion that we're having here about food. All right, they got so much on turkey, it's not funny. Wow. Yeah, okay, so now a lot of you preppers out there, I'm going to teach you a lesson today that you're going to love. Okay, so we're going to throw this in the cart just because, right? I can always clear it out, okay? And we're going to throw this in the cart just because. I have a reason for it. Okay. We're going to throw this in the cart let's just say we want, alright, so there we go. And I'm doing this so I could show you exactly how much we're paying, okay? So 30 days, right? Okay, so I can clear this out. Alright, so, alright, hold on. So you guys are kind of excited, I bet. You're like, oh my god, she's going to give an inside secret today. Yeah. See, I go through a shop that I go through for food. I'm sending Chloe out there again, okay? So basically, I'm going to go down the list here. As soon as I'm done, I will clear out my inventory, but I'm going to show you what it literally, or tell you what it costs. So, because this is the way to do things. Alright, so it's like 2,000 in meat, but anyways, don't worry, I can clear it up, okay? So, alright, so, first up, at the store I'm going to, I'm going to keep it in a code name because you can buy it in bulk too, okay? So, boneless beef top inside round steak, okay? You can sit there and say, what do you do with it? You cut it up into chunks. For 119 bucks, you can make 24 pounds of beef steak burgers. Now, if you want steak burgers, Chloe's like, oh, I want steak burgers. I want steak burgers. I want steak burgers. All right. Now, next one. 8515 lean turkey burgers. Turkey burgers. You can get 20 pounds of ground turkey, 58 bucks already. All right. You can use that as a substitute than your ground. And you're basically getting 20 pounds. That's nearly 1 pound a day for meals. Think about it. 1 pound a day for 20 days. So if you say you got 100, let's just say you went 2 packs, right? 115 bucks for your meat, you'd be getting 40 days. Think about it. Now we're not done yet. So you got International Beef Products, right? The IBP, that's the IBP, right? Ground beef, right here. You got the carne molida de res, right? So 10 pounds is $43. Say you needed approximately 30-day supply of ground meat. You're paying $132. Think about it, right? Now, the meat grinder is the best way to go, but I'm not done, people. I'm just getting warmed up. The next one, again, 80% lean. Say you need 40 bucks of a 10-pound block. $120 for a 30-day supply. Right there. That's why I tell people that when you get paid the beginning of the month, you pay your bills, buy your food. That's the first thing you do. You don't hang around. Chloe's got her idea, and we'll talk about Chloe for a second in a minute, but I'm not done here. So, look at this one. The International Beef Produce Boneless Beef Eye Around. 7-pound roast, 35 bucks, $5 a pound. Cut up chunks. 5 pounds of burger right there for $35. If Chloe wants a steak burger or a roast burger, you can. Now, not done yet. So, right here, you can cut up a beef Angus beef brisket. 77 bucks, 13 pounds. And I know probably Trent's saying, no, that's a waste of good, perfectly brisket. Yes. But you can take a beef brisket, throw it in a meat grinder, grind up your own meat, and you got more food than anything. And it's cheaper. Now, next one up. The boneless beef peeled knuckles. 12 pounds, 64 bucks. Cut it up in chunks, throw it in the meat grinder. Burgers. You can make your own burgers this way. And it's cheaper. A lot of people don't. Right here, the thing that I will not waste money on, alright? And I say that is, you're not going to see me putting it in a meat grinder. Chloe's idea ain't working for me, man. Boneless lip-on ribeye. We got 2 blocks for about 240 bucks, okay? This is 18 pounds. 213. Think about it. Alright. Next up, boneless Angus, the real primo, 256 for 18 pounds. Think about it. Then you have boneless regular rib steaks, 12 pounds, already cut. They're already made. Chloe bought like 2 of those the other day. That was 24 pounds of steaks. That's 12 steaks dinners for the month. Costed $256, $127 give or take. But you're like, well, what's next? Now here's where it gets interesting. Right. So with it, you get three more ideas, okay? Now, as I said, you can make burgers out of most meat, alright? You can make burger out of most meat, okay? Now, burger idea 1, steak burgers. Just buy your basically roast, cut it up, put it in your meat grinder and grind it down. Good deal, right? You're like, yes. Second idea is better than the first, okay? And that is that you could buy boneless, skinless chicken breasts, cut them up in the length that you need, and feed it through the meat grinder. Electric meat grinder, you buy a decent one, it'll turn out 550 pounds of meat in an hour. You can just sit there, and then you get your freshly ground turkey burgers. Or if you have fresh, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, yeah, think about it. Boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Yeah. You grind it up. How much is this? On sale currently. 40 pounds, $61. You get your burgers, you slap some cheese on it, you add some chicken sauce, and you go to town with a chicken burger. Heck, you can even add some breadcrumbs, put it in a deep fryer, which Chloe and I are going to get a deep fryer. Now, what's that tell you? Trent's sitting there going, 40 pounds? Yeah. Here we go. 40 pounds of chicken thighs, boneless, the tender one. 40 pounds, $82. Throw it in a meat grinder, you're good to go. Yeah. And finally, again, 40 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, $88. Throw it in a meat grinder, you're good to go. So, yeah. What do you think? Now, let's just say I want to share with you something else here. Right? Alright, so what if I wanted to make other meats? And you say, well, what does that mean, other meats? Well, let me put it this way. What if I turned around and told you, so you can turn around and buy, it'd be expensive, but I'll show you what I'm talking about, right? And you turn around Alright, that's good enough. Alright. And say I want to buy 19 pounds of boneless pork shoulder butt roast. Pork roast. $42. Throw it in a meat grinder. You get $42 for 19 pounds of ground pork. I'm not done yet. Say I want boneless pork loins. 10 pounds of boneless pork loin. Cut it up. Throw it in a meat grinder. Pork loin ground burgers. $20. How about boneless pork picnic cushion? 13 pounds. Cut it up. Throw it in a meat grinder. $25. You see where I'm going with this, people? I'm not done because I still got a few more left on the tricks. You want pork belly? That's basically a 14-pound slab of bacon. $59. Or how about boneless pork sirloin steaks? Sirloin steaks. $21 for 11 pounds. Throw that in a meat grinder, you get 11 pounds of meat. Yeah. Pork shoulder butts. Here we go. $38, 13 pounds. Throw it in a meat grinder. You can spend $8 for 3 pounds of ground pork. Or you can spend $92 for ground pork, or you can make your own damn ground pork and get, this is pretty much, 36 pounds right there for 92 bucks. It just depends on what you want. And then finally, the boneless pork leg. 16 pounds, $40. Throw it in a meat grinder and you literally can grind it up. Think about it. One meat grinder you purchase, grind up your own meat. What does that tell you? Trent, what do you have to say about that, friend? Think about it. I mean, how many people out there in the world is going to literally turn around and prep like this? In this day and age, you got a chest freezer, use it. You can sit there and you can do a lot with a meat grinder. You can buy a device and you can literally make your own damn sausage. I mean, think about it. It's not healthy, but thing is, people these days need to realize that it is a thing. As long as you clean it properly, deep clean it after every use, you're going to have a decent way of making meat. 40 pounds of chicken? All right, let's do this. Skip the beef. 40 pounds of pork? All right, I'll eat pork burgers. Me and hubby, the original hamburger was made from pork, by the way. Did you hear what I said about the prices, my friends? I mean, if you look at all these prices right here, 30 pounds of ground beef, right there, 30-pound chubs, $44. You can just spend $200, buy yourself a meat grinder, grind your own meat, and be done with it. Why would you guys want to sit there and buy something that you can do yourself? I mean, think about it. Why? Why don't you weigh in on the comments, people? Because I'd like to hear your guys' opinion on it completely. Because in my opinion, there's a problem in this country. People don't sit there and utilize what they have, okay? In this day and age, I want to tell you that way we're going. I mean, let me put it this way. I was looking at buying some chicken breasts, okay? And that was because I wanted to make a boxed chicken dinner from Amazon. They have a couple of chicken dinners, like as a skillet meal, right? Fortunately, yeah. What happened? Simple. I mean, right there. There's chicken and broccoli, $2.97. Right there. Buy it and you just add chicken to it. I want to buy it. I want to do chicken. Creamy beef stroganoff. Add beef and you got creamy chicken. Right here. Chicken bacon ranch. That's been eyeing me. Let me have my damn chicken bacon ranch and we'll call it a day. Now, a lot of you guys turn around and say, oh, well, that seems great. It is. It is. I mean, if you look at Amazon or Walmart, right? I mean, if you look at Walmart, a lot of people say, well, why Walmart? Because, right? So, for example, so I went to right here, right? It says right there, 1 pan bacon ranch, right? Chloe's going off island on the 3rd, so she's going to be picking us up a ton of meat. And then she's going back later, but I always look for sales. So, for example, say I want this one, right? This one's like the best, right? And then they got the chicken Alfredo. I really want to try the chicken Alfredo. Then they have the Philly cheesesteak, which I just found out they had. And then they have the bacon ranch, right? Now, Walmart's problem with food is this, okay? Shipping is not available, so they will not ship it to you. So say I want to buy a 4-pack, right? Oh, there we go. See? The more you buy in the bulk, the more you can buy it right there. So, for example, I'm just going to add this to my cart. Haha, there, see? Now I got 6 more meals, and I just need 6 things of meat. This one says chicken Alfredo. Let's just change it over to 6-pack. Shipping is available. I'll take it. Thank you very much. You see? If I'm buying more than one, I'm buying it in the bulk, man. Okay, this one. Philly cheesesteak. Shipping is available. All right, cool. Yes, I wonder, do they sell macaroni and cheese that I like? Let me check on that because I'm literally cutting out Amazon if I can. So, bacon chicken ranch. See, This is why you gotta look nowadays. How many people sit there, look at the convenience, and say, oh, they don't ship? Just basically add more to the list. So let's go Cracker Barrel. And there we go. Cracker Barrel, Maco, and Cheezo. Chloe's like, oh, don't say the word. That's a trigger. Everything's a trigger, Chloe. Chloe's a trigger at times. Yeah, no, guys, don't basically look at me funny. I'm just basically stating the facts. They have white cheddar, and they have white cheddar. And then they have cheddar and Havarti. And cheddar and Havarti is sold out, apparently. They have white cheddar right here. See? 12-pack. 12-pack. We're going to order 12-pack right there. Sharp. I don't mind add to cart. Family, I blame them for it. Yeah, see? There we go. Then we go over here, and they got white cheddar. Yep, shipping's great. All right. Well, why not the cheddar and Havarti? That was like the best one. Give me the cheddar and Havarti! All right, let me see. Right there. 100, a pack of 20 for 100. Did they discontinue that? Let's see. Cracker Barrel mac and cheese. Hold on. Mac and cheese. Havarti. There we go. Havarti. There we go. So it says right here at the top. Yeah, the scalpers decided the best macaroni and cheese. How about Kraft? Do they sell Kraft Deluxe macaroni and cheese? You see, once you start looking at what you buy at Amazon, you can switch over. Kraft Deluxe macaroni and cheese. Now, Zoe's probably sitting there watching going, yeah, well, we're changing to Walmart because it's cheaper. Alright, so you got the original, which sucks. The 4 cheese, which is awesome. We'll grab some 4 cheese. The white cheddar. Love the white cheddar. White cheddar. The sharp doesn't. Oh, they have the Southern Homestyle bacon one. Yeah, that's one that they make and they bring out, right? And then they're like, oh, you want this. You need this. I look at it and I'm like, I ain't paying 14 bucks a box. And then people don't pay 14 bucks a box. And then they're like, oh, well, they didn't buy it. Well, we don't need to buy it, right? See, look at this. 12 boxes. Ha ha! Yeah, look at that. Add to cart. If it fits, it ships. Walmart is getting my business. That's right. Walmart is getting my business. Now, there's a few items I will tell you that I have to go over with Chloe, but that's where I just go into the shopping cart. And then I do this. Okay, now, a lot of my items are not food items. Right now, it's a cooler. And, oh, is this the one where you got to pick up? I said shipping. What? This one they're not allowing? Fine, remove the damn thing. I'm not going to be paying that type of money for anything. I want all items shipped. Right there, see? Food, burger sauce, and the rest are all appliances that we may or may not need. Like, for example, Chloe wants a blender. Chloe wants electric cheese grater. How many times would she grate cheese? I found this smoothie blender that also comes with a meat dicer and chopper and a grinder. Grinds up coffee beans. So, I mean, literally, you look at that. Chloe wants razors. That's actually hers. That's not mine. And then you look at the other items and you look at blenders and meat grinders and food, and then other items, and then food, and then food, and then food. And these are items that I'm saving for later because that's for like later. The office chairs are for later. Most people look at me and go, what? The office chair? Later? Yeah. If I can go and look at this. So technically, yeah. Oh, let me guess. This one here, I said, whatever. Just freaking remove. I'm not going to do anything. If I have to do anything that says, see, right there, the algorithm changed and said, you can have all these items, but you have to come in for the burger sauce. So I was like, this is why you got to look at your shopping cart carefully. And anything that ships, you buy. If it doesn't ship, well, you don't have to deal with it. So, in my opinion, the hell with what that says, right? Anyways, I got all these things. Let's just save for later. Here we go. There. So technically, my shopping list is down on groceries, but that's because I got like 8 blenders and 4 meat grinders. You can buy a good meat grinder. Chloe was like, oh, I want a meat grinder, or you don't. You can also base it off of your reviews, too. So, bottom line is, the faster you get your items, the faster you can save money, and the faster you can turn around and realize that in this day and age, right? Let me put it this way. In this day and age, you got people like Chloe, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about Chloe for a second. I love Chloe dearly. But anyways, I want to talk about Chloe. I'm also going to, yes, I picked him up by his collar thing. Looks like he needs a new one. But anyways, I got to call up and get him a new one. See? Anyways, he's a good boy.
Enjoy a refreshing snack.
Those aren't that tasty in my opinion. And they bother my teeth. Yeah, see? She decided to pass on the walnuts for me. That's give me a second, peeps. Charged with domestic security. My job is to guard the perimeter, wait for the local Amazon cartel, check for the local road population, find out if Chloe's doing her cleaning, and make sure that anything that falls on the floor in front of the kitchen, I neutralize in 0.04 seconds. Alright, peeps. Let me finish what I'm doing here. So, here's the bottom line for some of you. Saving money is the best thing in the world. Yeah, that's cool, Trent. I like that hand wave. Saving money is the way to go, okay? Now, a lot of you turn around, and a lot of people don't understand how to live, right? First of all, here's how you live, alright? I'm so happy about the search. Yeah. I wonder if Walmart's literally basically, they're getting my business. Definitely getting my business. They are definitely getting the stuff that I need. Haha. Bye-bye, Amazon. Alright, so. So, when it comes to buying groceries, okay, I have a setup that I want to talk to you about, okay? It goes like this. Now, I go in, and I go in, and I go to websites, right? And what I do is I turn around. Let's just throw this in the trash and delete it, because apparently it's like, do you want to delete it? Yeah, and then you have to double check again, and it's like the thing is that yeah, there's a Google problem. I think there's a back end problem. Okay, unless someone else is getting my email and I don't realize it. So let me check with my AI real quick. I can actually ask. Hey, is there a back end problem with Gmail? Every time I go and I throw everything in the trash, I have to go in the trash and delete it. Otherwise, if I don't, it turns around and it, when I try to leave, it says leave now, it won't save. And then when I come back, the email's back in my inbox. So is there a Google error or a problem on the Google side for server errors? Because I think there's a back end error.
That is usually not a wide-scale Google server outage, but rather an IMAP synchronization loop or a browser cache hiccup between your web view and a connected device or client. When you throw an item in the trash and it bounces right back to the inbox after a failed save prompt, it typically means the browser session failed to successfully sync the deletion command back to Google's servers before timing.
Yes, but I always keep my browser empty, so that's not it. So, yeah, so I don't know, but I'm not buying it. I think it's a Google error.
If it's throwing a save error and bouncing right back even after you've manually cleared things out on your end, that's definitely a server-side API or cloud state conflict on Google's end, rather than just a local browser artifact. When the web front end loses...
Alright, so Bottom line is, oh yeah, look at my mini schnauzer, I love it. The bottom line is, how much are you willing to save? Okay, now, a lot of you out there, you say to me, okay, I'd like to break down, hold on. Yes, what? Huh? Yeah, cool. Alright, sorry about that. I got disturbed on something. So basically it goes like this, okay? During coffee time with Rita, we have a couple things. She found some cornbread makings. She's like, oh yes, we're having Johnny cakes! Or Johnny muffins. Okay. So, the bottom line is, hold on a second, let me get a Tylenol. Bottom line is, I got something else to share with you. So, sometimes when you do Amazon stuff, right? Oh, don't worry about that. That only does that. It doesn't ring. Apparently that's the only notification I got working, apparently, on that damn phone. It's like a news thing. Oh, yeah. Boop. Anyways, so, comes to orders, okay?
Make sure it stays in there.
Why? You hear that? She's trying to run the household. Make sure he stays in there. Anyway, so Chloe turns around. She's got earphones on. She ain't gonna hear anything anyway. She doesn't care. Her cleaning is more important, which is way to go, Chloe, right? So, goes like this. So we go ahead, and what we do is we go and we get paid on payday. First thing I do on payday is I pull up the calendar, I check the spreadsheets, and I basically look over what needs to be purchased. Now I have everything in Chloe's shopping cart ready to go. She was just like, oh, I need this, and this, all done, okay? Now, I have something like these. These are daily planners, but I have budget planners in the other room. Each one is set for ledgers, so it shows exactly where the money goes, okay? Now, Chloe's opinion...
Thank you.
So, Chloe's opinion. Hello. What do you guys think, huh, Trent? What do you think of this little ragamuffin, huh? Oh, come here. So, Chloe finally got rid of that damn chair. That damn chair was an eyesore for months. Anyway, so I want to talk about... So, we have a couple things I want to talk about, right? And that is... soda, for example, right? So Chloe turns around and she doesn't plan carefully at all, right? So she doesn't plan at all. She's like, why should we plan for anything, right? Anyways, it goes like this. Those are, yeah, those are the Min-Mins. I don't like the Min-Mins. I don't like the Min-Mins. Min-Mins are a waste of money, in my opinion. Anyways, let's just do this, alright? Alright, so... this one says out of stock, so you can't ship it. So, boom, out. So, this one says... out of stock. This one says 2-pack option. So apparently you cannot get it right there. See, they're like forcing you to go into town. So some of these orders you have to either do a pickup. So yeah, so you just got to plan it carefully.
Keep them in here.
Why?
I'm taking a break and I'm looking bits.
Doesn't want to be bit. What do you guys make of this, huh? Take him. I don't want to be bit. He doesn't bite. Look at him. Oh, come here. Well, see that? Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. I mean, look at this little guy. Does this little guy really deserve to be basically... Oh. I mean, you guys can tell he's very well loved. What do you think, Zoe? Huh? What do you think of Mini Grump Jr.? Huh? Is he the spitting image of me? I bet Aunt Zoe would love you. Apparently. Hey, did you hear the story about that stupid lady? Here you go, buddy. So the stupid lady turns around, right? And, anyway. There she goes. Something about to be in there. Mop it, mop it, mop it, mop it. Hold on. Okay, peeps, so here's the deal. Now, I'm trying to find some stuff, right? And, anyway. So, apparently, Walmart doesn't sell everything. Because if they did, you could have it shipped out. Fortunately, you can't. I mean, literally, this one here, it's like pickup only. So apparently they don't want to ship soda out. That's one thing I'll have to use Amazon for. Because apparently I like, yeah. I wonder if they sell that root beer that I want to try. See? Right there. Root beer. And then it tells you right there. Shipping is not available. Yeah, see? Yeah, see that? They're like, yeah. So anywho, there you have it. But anyways, the soda you'll have to go through, for me, I'll have to go through Walmart due to the fact, Amazon. But cutting out 95% of your Walmart or Amazon shopping will be a benefit too. And then you say, well, how do you do your bills? Okay, so I have a ledger, all right. Chloe's spending, my spending, all right. I lock the card up until I'm ready to shop, okay. Of course, we pay the radios here. Those radios in the window here are the cellular-based radios right there, okay? Anyways, the radios are long range, and... yeah, well, apparently they explode. That's the other thing. Half the time I've had to have replacements because of it. But they're getting to the point right now, Trent, that it's getting harder. Yeah, so... anyway, so I go and I get a cab, and I go to the bank, and I get a money order. First thing I do. Then, what I do is, I turn around, and, I go and I pay, on payday, the, rent. And then I go and pay the electric bill. Now, the electric bill currently is approximately $6, a little higher due to the air conditioner. Not bad for using in the daytime, turning on fan mode. The guy said it's pretty efficient, so the second one that would be in here would be keeping this the office colder. So, which means, yeah, so in my opinion, it would work just perfectly, right? So, yeah, anyways. On that aspect. So that is part 2. Now, the thing is, you can also buy a portable dryer and have a window kit too. So, but in winter time, it doesn't really matter. So it's all good. I still need to get new blinds, but that's a different order. So, yeah, new blinds, air conditioner. I'm good. Okay. So. Zoe, when she was here, she knew how hot it was in there anyways. So anyways, once I pay the internet bill, a lot more than most people, Chloe pays half anyways. Then we go over to the internet company, right, on payday. The internet, and here's the problem I have with Chloe, okay? Now, Chloe thinks that money grows on trees, all right? Now, I have my own method. Chloe has her own method. I think Chloe's learning that her method would be better suited to follow the leader. Okay, dear leader turns around and basically states that the problem with it is when you're living on finances, right? You have to plan carefully. So that's why I have Costco set up. Costco, I got to pay this month. So September, $65 out of my pocket for a whole year. What are we doing? We're saving a whole bunch of money by diverting everything to Costco, right? Costco, wave one, right? Chloe says, and here's the problem with Chloe, all right? Let me give my thing. I want to share this with you. Alright. This is my ledger. I remember a long time ago, I've used up all the daily planners. I just got to get some more. But this ledger I've been reusing, okay? This ledger is my ledger. My big ledger. Right, so this is what I bought for the entire month of payday, right? So we got paid the 30th. Groceries, $100. I could save a lot of money doing that. Skipping all of this stuff here that I don't need because different things, right? You can cut out a lot of this and save money. This is just my own. Mine is in red. I always keep mine in red, okay? Now, I have learned I can save a lot by cutting out a lot of stuff on this island and go through. By the way, Trent, I completely agree with you, brother. Costco delivers. Now, you're going to get interesting. This is Chloe's. Now, Chloe needs to learn. See, I still got a lot of expense trackers to fill. That's why we haven't replaced this yet. Anyway, let me tell you a story. So on payday, she goes and she pays for her sub for Prime is always done. We're thinking of cutting that out. I have a sub too, Prime. ESO, she keeps that every month. She keeps her Elder Scrolls Online. She hasn't been playing it lately for some reason. Firehouse Thrift Store, $90 out the door. $90. So she goes and gets paid. First thing she spends is $90 in clothes. Do you see me buying clothes? We'll get to that in a minute. I don't. Then she requests $40 cash back for quarters, which is good. Then she goes and she spends $3.36 for the first 15 days of the month on the little store and slushies. Do I buy slushies? No, I spend maybe $12 a month. Minimum, maximum, maybe 16 in a good month for the lotto, if I remember. Remember I have a brain. Then, food, $52 for groceries. $52 again for groceries. She spent $20 on clam chowder for the ferry. Then she bought more chowder. Then she bought lunch for $10 at Fred Meyer's. Then more lunch on the ferry the same day. Then she spent $111 for groceries at the local store. More chowder. Then she went ahead and bought her razors. Didn't last a month. Her aspirin, which will last her 6 months. Her YouTube sub, not bad. More right here, $223 for groceries yet again. Gotta choose differently. Amazon is $200 for food. YouTube, again, another YouTube thing. She added like $20 for a super chat. More slushies. Then she spent $8.12 for a present. Then it was more of the little store. So all this comes out to, right? Empty. So it's the 21st of the month. She's complaining that she didn't pick up a few items. Why is she buying so much chowder? Because that's what her lunch was on the ferry. You see, when I ride the ferry, I go like this. Here's how I do it, okay? A lot of people say, Rita, you have that problem. I'm worried about you. I'd love to give a gift card, but in this economy I can't, but I love your content. Tell us about the ferry travel. With pleasure. So as I ride on the ferry, right, Chloe goes into the ferry. Here's how it works usually on the typical travel to get help for my medical opinions, for my brain, okay? As you all realize, I need a brain shunt. And with spinal fluid, and I need my treadmill access, which I can't. That's why the government's throwing a fit. Chloe's sitting there with earbuds on going, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, yeah, I gotta get the kitchen clean. I mean, the manager said there could be a water leak hiding, and Chloe wouldn't care. We'd be both homeless because she's the living age. She's got to take care of it. Now, I tidied up the kitchen today and the living room and the dining room. And I was going to tidy my office up. Takes about 20 minutes. The hall could be done in 30, okay. But why is she buying chowder? Because this is Chloe's mindset for autistic. She's hungry, okay. Here's what happens when I get on the car to go to a doctor's appointment. Hi, what's up, buddy? Oh, yeah, I love you so much. What are you chewing on this time? Where'd you get this cotton ball? Here, chew on your little toy. Just don't tear up anything. Oh, you're tearing up? Okay. So she turns around. We're in the car, right? Trent's probably wanting to hear this, so is Zoe. And so is Ted. We're on the ferry, right? I got my laptop out. I'm looking at stuff, doing my usual morning stuff. Got my thermos. I got 3 thermoses. 3 thermoses, right? And a cooler. I got this blue cooler I keep with me. You guys can sit there and say, well, that's cool. Well, let me show you. Hey, Mom, don't chew on the shoes, right? 3. This is always in the car. This. I have 2 of these. I just bought another one. Anyways. This one I use, and it holds 3 coolers. Yeah, I mean 3 thermoses. All hot beverages. The smaller cooler I keep holds the ice brick, the gel packs, with my milk. I always carry a half gallon of milk with me at all times for my coffee, because sometimes we're out for a long time. So while I'm on the ferry, I hear, if we're on the 8 o'clock boat, I hear, this is what I hear. Oh, I'm hungry. She goes and she eats up some burgers, right? $7 a sandwich, $8 a sandwich. I'm sitting in the car, got a cup like this, drinking my coffee, right? Doing my internet thing, using my phone with the unlimited hotspot, tethered to my gaming laptops and my rigs because I travel with everything I need. Then I sit around and we're sitting there, and this is what happens. This is what, every time we go off island, the driver gets pissed, right? This is Chloe. I'm sitting there in the front seat listening to music. Moppy's there. She goes like this. Oh, we're in Anacortes. Well, if I don't get food, I'm gonna leave. Blah 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 blah. The driver gets tired. The driver's like, Chloe's basically a nuisance. People don't like her. I'm like, just pull over to pull up. I said, here's the plan. We're pulling into the hill. She said, yeah. What do you want, Chloe? I want my usual. Driver looks at me. Driver's already filing APS reports for abuse of me, right? Apparently, I'm being abused. Right? Trent, take notes here because I think you're going to love this story. We leave the ferry in Anacortes, drive up the hill, and I'm listening to music, and I'm like this. Right? Okay, 12 tacos from Jack and a Crack. Driver says, do you want to swing by Starbucks? Nah, I'm good. She's like, you're always good. You always drink coffee. Yeah, right? Pull in. I go in. I go use the restroom. Driver gets out, walks mopping. She's like, little Nugget's doing great. We were talking about peg leg, Zoe. You know peg leg. Chloe runs in, gets her thing. I'm using the bathroom. In the car we go. Off we go. Peggy says, hey, how come you didn't get any food? Because by the time I get home tonight, I'll have ramen. Peg looks at me and she says, why? Well, you'll see how it plays out today, right? So we're driving along. Peggy's got her own ideas where she's going. Say we're going to Bellingham. Trader Joe's, Fred Meyer. Safeway. Chef Store, Best Buy. Ulta, Mac Cosmetic, everywhere, right? We may get an hour in for lunch, if we get time, right? But anyways, the bottom line is for your question, Brother Trent, is because she has to eat out. It's always about eating out, right? So we're driving along, and we have time. This is what happens. Driver's sitting there, and she says to me, how's your finances? Fine. Got paid yesterday. Paid the rent, paid the bills. I'm sitting on some money. Chloe, of course, she's like, oh, well, we're going to Bellingham. We're getting this, we're getting that, we're doing this. I'm sitting there looking at the laptop and the numbers. Right? Oh, I need to buy this. Click. Done. Chloe says, well, what do you order? Something I need for the laptop. Then we're driving along, right? Remember, I have a cooler and coffee. I get out, get my coffee, my cooler, my milk. I do everything I need to keep the milk cooler in the front. And I rotate the cooler, the thermos. One thermos gets empty, another one gets replaced. So I always have hot coffee. Driver's like, that's amazing, right? Meanwhile, Chloe's like, well, it's lunchtime. Why were we going? Well, if we don't have time to have a sit-down meal, it's like, okay, so you get a choice. Well, I'm like, because all my stuff is linked, right? Chloe doesn't have a smartphone. People say, why doesn't Chloe? She doesn't want one. So everything's linked. I'm like, well, you can have, well, we're here. So, well, what do you want? Well. So eventually it either gets down to negative on KFC. That's out. So it turns around. What do you get instead? Oh, Burger King. They have this and this and this, and it's on sale. Chloe's like, why aren't you eating? Because the special is, I usually get, you can only get one up. That's part of the perk deal. Driver looks at me and she says, oh my God, did you pay for that one too? But why? I mean, your living aid's basically screaming at you in the car demanding food or else. Right? Anyways, I'm like, we're fine, right? She's like, I gotta go and swing by Walmart for a second, okay? So I'm like, swing by the bank, go in, here's some money. Driver says, what do you need? Pick me up some mayonnaise, some of this, some of this. She has sandwich makings again. Cooler's good. Ready. It'll be fine. Like $12. I can make like 20 sandwiches. Chloe's sitting there. Did you get any of everything? All of a sudden she storms in there, grabbing some pepperoni and stuff. Driver's like sitting there, right? She says, I got you everything, but I see Chloe checking out with some stuff. Yeah, that's the Chloe's pissed off because I'm having sandwiches and she already had lunch, so she's hungry again. Runs in there. Next thing you know, we're on the way to the doctor's appointment. All of a sudden, it goes like this. Second thermos done. I'm like writing reports, sending stuff, doing that, doing this, checking around, pricing things out, needing to get things set up so I can get off island and stockpile more groceries. Anyways, well, you should ask yourself why she eats so much. That's another question, Trent. Anyways, we're already done a doctor's appointment. More errands on the way home. It's dinner time. Well, the nearest hub is Anacortes. I look. Driver says we only have time to pick up one type of order, right? Driver looks at me and she says, what do you want, Rita? You haven't eaten anything today. Out. You grab sandwiches. I'm fine. Chloe's like, looking. Well, that doesn't mean. So all of a sudden, she grabs the phone. Knows my card's linked. Right? I said, right? Anyways, this happens all the time. Next thing you know, Subway. We go in, she grabs a couple sandwiches on my thing, does the thing, orders it. We missed the ferry by 5 minutes because we had to stop because Chloe's hungry. Chloe gets mad. Wow, we're still, right? Driver's tired because the driver doesn't want to pay it. Deal with Chloe. Chloe's sitting there pissed off. The driver drives all over Kingdom Come for her stuff. And we're supposed to be doing it for medical needs. I'm sitting there going, okay, well, we got this far, right? Well, anyways, when I was by myself with only the driver one day, just to see how it works, same thing. Drove over all over. We didn't get back till like 8:15 for the boat. Boat was late. We didn't get home till like 11:30 at night. I was so tired, I had leftover burgers. But thing is the driver said to me, look what she's doing to you. Literally, she throws a fit because she thinks she's an entitled little wiener. Now I'm not going to basically back up the driver, okay? Point is you asked question train. Every time we leave off island, this is what happens. I got my coolers, I got everything. I mean, literally, let me put it this way, okay? Chloe's counting down the days. Out only 10 days to payday. I'm sitting there right now looking at the supplies, okay? I look at the computer. I look at the in-home supplies. Food, good. Paper products, do I break down under my emergency pretense and get paper products? Chloe thinks we should, but the thing is when it comes to prepping, for example, prepping is not just about sitting there and being like, okay, I'm paying the rent. Prepping is sitting there while you're standing around people and you look at the numbers. And you look at the numbers. Zoe knows this well. And Zoe would have followed suit anyways. Followed Rita's advice. You'd look at the numbers and say, okay, I need to buy toilet paper. Instead, I used to go, right? Now Chloe's like, well, I don't want Amazon. Alright, we'll do Costco. Fortunately, Chloe looks at me and says, well, can you do it? You see, you may be a live-in aide, but it's not my job to buy your toiletries, right? I mean, literally. I mean, when she lived here before, why do you think let me give you guys a rundown. Why do you think they got rid of her? I didn't say get rid of her. Yeah, that's what the management company is saying. No. What I said is look what she did, okay? She lives in a room, right? Not complaining. That was trashed. When I got through the room, it was nice and clean. Now it's trash again. Then I got people pestering me on a daily basis wanting to put me in a group home because I need a group home. I mean, look, I've already done everything I can, okay? Today's projects, okay? We're going to talk about group homes. Let's break down the group home thing. I look at the numbers. I prep. I have the order set for Walmart, the order set for Costco, and the order set for wherever else we need. We're not allowed to do Target, by the way. But Chloe turns around and says right there, you heard her earlier, keep him in here. Who's running the household? You or me? Now, I'm not here to complain. My point is, look at the American problems. Look at the problems in America. Think about it. Think about it. When you buy your stuff, you make sure you have everything you need for a month. My husband and I were like clockworks. We never complained. Chloe thinks, free room and board. I'll just spend $100 at the thrift store. And then complains when she doesn't have her antacids, which I said, why not go to Walmart, buy your antacids for $15 for 2 giant jars or $30 for 2 and have it on hand and see how long it stretches out. Instead of basically turning around and being like, oh, I need to get a hold of Grandma for money. Really, you don't see me sitting there going, okay. I mean, look, I have medical bills coming up through the roof, okay? I mean, let me tell you a story. So the other day I was talking to the taxi people, right? And I love them dearly. They turned around. Here you go. 265 tablets. One jar right there, right? Or you can get the chewables. A lot more money, but you could have chewables if it bothers your teeth. Here, right there. Huntable chewable berry tablets. Tablets right there. Right there. See, Nexium. I remember Nexium. 42 capsule slits for a month. Right there. I actually get omeprazole, but Pepsid. 100 tablets. 28 bucks. I mean, you can literally look at antacids right here. You can get Pepto-Bismol chewable. Right there. Prilosec. 20 milligram omeprazole right there. Yeah, see, I get that right there, but mine's prescription, so it's cheaper. Of course, everyone turns right there. Three bottles of Peptos. Many people want Peptos, huh? Kirkland omeprazole right there. 42 caplets. That's 15 milligrams. I take 40, so right there. Acid controller, whatever it is. Yeah, see. Maximum strength. We're going to actually look at that. So, let's see here. Tums antacid strength right there. See? Assorted berry flavor. Ultra strength 1000. Alright, let's just add that to my cart. Because whatever I add, I can remove later. Continue shopping. Alright, 11 bucks. Tums chewable bites. 108 chewables. Well, we'll try that too. Why not? They're chewable, right? I don't need them because I usually use omeprazole. Pepsid. Let's see. Pepsid chewable right there. Dual action. Formatidine acid reducer. Calcium carbonate and all chewable. Alright. 100 chewable tablets. That's kind of expensive for a chewable tablet. But we'll add it anyway just in case Chloe's like, I want. I mean, literally, Chloe doesn't even realize. I mean, literally, my shopping cart's overflowing with meat grinders, and again, I have my own, but she needs her own. Nexium, 24-hour, 3 14-day course treatments, right there. Esomeprazole, so it's esomeprazole. Right, we'll just add that too because, well, apparently I like supplying the thingy. Pepsid. Let's look at this one. Formidable tablet, 50 tablets for $29. Well, we'll just get that too. Chloe's going to have to choose one. Problem is, she never chooses anything. That's the problem we have. But anyways, I'm throwing it all in here just to see. Prilosec, 24 hours. Right there. Omeprazole, right there. Delayed. Right, that's what I take. Take 2 in the morning. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. Everything like clockworks. I had spaghetti the other day, and Chloe's like, it doesn't bother you. It doesn't bother me. Here we go. Pepto-Bismol chewables. Upset stomach relieves anti-diarrhea. Yeah. Only 70 chewable tablets. Look at that price. I mean, literally, it's like, yeah. Oh, and the Kirkland thing's still going around circle. All right. Pepto-Bismol Ultra. 36 fluid ounces, 3 bottles for only 22 bucks. All right, cool. Of course, Chloe will have to tell us what. Yeah, wasn't there a movie where it was the Rain Man where he was like drinking Pepto-Bismol, Lansoprazole, delayed release, 15 milligrams. All right, there, 14 bucks. You see, Chloe's got to try something like this. Unfortunately, she goes to her doctor, and her doctor's like, "Oh, you have this problem or that problem." Wow. And then finally you have acid controller. 225 count acid controller. Compared to, yeah, $12.99. You see, if you just buy something like this. But apparently, yeah, so if you buy a whole bunch of these and try them out, you can find out which one's the best. Fortunately, Chloe turns around and she doesn't say anything of the sort. She's just, yeah. There we go. So it's like right there. See, shopping just goes up a bit, but you get to try different things. Fortunately, when Chloe turns around and, what the heck? Hey, where's my toilet paper, man? I had toilet paper here. No, that's because I'm not logged in. Figures! Let me log in, dude. See, didn't log in. Now it's like, do you want to log in? Yes. Seems, here we go. Log in. There we go. So it's like, here's my current bill, see? So you log in, it logs you in, and etc. And the barcode liner we'll save for later because we're not buying it today. That saves us a boatload of money. $300 off the top. If and when Amazon or Costco wants for. See, there it goes. It says reset. So basically, Chloe's going to have to choose what she needs. I mean, so that's the thing. Here it is. Paper towels. Everything I have, Chloe was going to match it. So the only thing I don't buy is items I don't need. But the problem is when you're prepping, you got to prep about the future. Most people sit there and they don't think about it. They think about the dopamine hit or the high they get from shopping. Like they sit there and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go buy clothes, right? Well, if you have a whole damn drawer of clothes, what do you need? So, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I mean, literally. So to me, I'm like, yeah, so to me, you gotta ask yourself those questions, peep. Are you feeling happy or content? Yeah. I mean, literally, my opinion, oh yeah, my stepbrother's probably going to be like, can you fix the thing so I can hear? Negative. I don't want to fix the closed caption. I mean, literally, why should I turn it on? I mean, literally. Remember what I said yesterday, Trent? You want to hear a laugh? I want to get Trent to laugh. So the other day, my stepbrother, the Higgins, complains that that he's hearing impaired. Well, I'm hearing impaired too. You don't see me complaining, right? And then he claims he's got brain damage. I got brain damage that's already been documented for falling in a hole, okay? So I'm not going to hear him complain about, oh, well, I can't hear your video, and because your video, you need closed caption on. Don't care, right? So here's the joke, Trent, all right? Now, I love you dearly, Trent. I love everyone. But do you think as a YouTube creator, okay, someone who literally turns around and tries to give you a video of the updates, by the way, I still got to wait for Monday, the neurosurgeon's trying to call me, but I have a joke for you here. What if I told you, and I'm not complaining about Chloe, I'm just saying, honestly, Chloe needs to think about her surroundings, or she shouldn't be spending money like crazy, all right? I mean, you see me content. I got the box fan in here now. I got a $2,600 schnauzer, by the way. Plus, it cost us like $600 already for vet bills. But, I mean, look at this guy. What do you think? Huh? Do you think I'm content? Hi. Yeah. And so let me tell you a couple stories here. It kind of looks like me in dog form. Oh, yeah, I love you. Well, anyways. So, let me just tell you the story, Trent. So, here you go, buddy. Where the hell are you getting this cotton, son? What are you pulling out? It's not my pillow from Zoe, because you'd be really in trouble there, man. You tearing up your toy again? Is that what it is? You're tearing your toy up? Is this it? You're just stripping your toy down? No, it's not your toy. I mean, literally, I don't even have a clue where this cotton's coming from. Oh, well. Let me just tell you the story then. Yeah, unless you're pulling it out of my chair and I have a negative clue. It's not the blanket. Yeah. Alright, so Trent's probably sitting there. I want to hear it. So, I pay all the bills. I try to better myself. Try to teach lessons. Most people just don't want to listen. I mean, think about it. You probably learned something new today, Trent, about the meat grinder, right? Yeah. So, anywho, I do these videos to give back to the community. And yet, he turns around and he says, stepbrother, oh, I can't hear and blah, blah, I'm hearing impaired. Guess what? If I got to turn on hearing impaired, then I should be getting paid to do these videos. You see, look at these people that turn around, right? Let me tell you a story. Guy turns around today, does a vid, does a big vid, does a huge vid. First 15 minutes, Donald Trump's going to probably use a nuke in Iran and we're all going to die. People are like, oh my God. Unknown sources said this from the Pentagon. Now, that's great, right? He got it from the internet through like 1440 News or Newsground or Ground News, right? Well, he pays for Ground News. Ground News is like pay yearly, okay? And he's like, this is a video sponsored by Ground News. He turns around and he says, a Pentagon official, it's unnamed, says the nuclear options on the table. Nuking Iran. Okay, this is why I keep telling you guys to prep for the worst, right? Anyways, why should I turn on closed captions for a guy? Trent, here's the kicker. If I'm not getting paid. This guy turns around, right? This one guy. Within 15 minutes of talking about Donald Trump going to nuke Iran, obliterated off the map, quote unquote, he turns around and this guy is getting like almost $750 to $1,000 in super chats. Now, I love giving you guys content. I was gonna do a video game thing tonight. Maybe do a game tonight for you guys. Something you guys haven't seen yet. Maybe not. I haven't decided. Okay. I got a meeting I gotta do at 4:30. So, point is, I love all of you. By the way, my coffee's empty, so I need a refill. So, anywho, point is, Trent. While I go get my coffee real quick, this is coffee time with Rita. Do you think that I feel entitled? Do you think I feel entitled, Trent, for, say, a gift card for running this channel for you? Negative. Do I feel entitled to say, in my own words, freedom of speech, by the way, that I feel like I should get paid to turn on closed captioning for a guy who's a penny-pinching miser? Yes. That's the whole point of the discussion. Thing is, I'm not sitting here saying, Trent, pay me. I'm saying, this guy turns around and says, oh, I'm deaf. Well, guess what? Do we now have to cater to people? Do we have to cater to people who claim that they're brain damaged and has hearing impairments and I got to turn on closed caption? Is it my job? I mean, literally, it's not my job to turn it on and make someone comfortable. Thing is, it's not. I'm not getting paid. That's the thing. I'm doing this out of love. And when I saw the guy making $750 to $1,000 in super chat, I didn't say around after the nuclear thingy. The thing is, these people turn around and they literally, okay, get paid. Now, you all know me. I'm a down-to-earth gal. I'm the real deal. I'm not the one that sits there and does clickbait. Are we going to get nuked? Maybe. Are we going to get nuked? Maybe. Are we going to get nuked? Maybe a 1% chance. But I put it in there not to get clickbait. These people, Donald Trump's going to nuke the entire world. People click on it. Oh, here, yeah, we got it, prep, we got it. Super chats get turned on. Live thing, he just made his money for just to sit on his butt. Me, what do? I'm a down-to-earth person that says, look, have you prepped? Do you have things? People like my channel because they like to see what's going on. But someone asked me, hey, can you test the Wi-Fi out one of these days and see if you could do a video in the car? I could. Wouldn't it be entertaining? Now, let me get my coffee. But the thing is thanks, Trent, for speaking your mind. Because I'm not entitled. Thing is, this guy should not feel entitled because he claims he's entitled. That's the thing. Everyone around me, Trent, feels they're entitled. Look around. If I go out there right now, I'll see Chloe basically sitting on a chair, rocking back and forth. She thinks she's entitled. I mean, literally, what am I doing? Let me tell you what she thinks. Oh, we need new chairs. This is used, by the way. It's damaged. You can see in the back here, there's damage here, but it's free. Can't pass up free for right now. But what does she say to me? Oh, let's look into a chair. Oh, I want a blender. Oh, I want a deep fryer. Oh, I want a new griddle. Oh, I want... First of all, where are we going to put all these kitchen appliances? We're going to set up a little table in the back room and put them all in there when she's not using them? She'd be complaining her room's too cramped. Give me 1 second, Trent. anyways, the bottom line is, everyone is, oh, look at my child. Isn't he so cute, Trent? Oh, yeah. Hi. Anyways, the bottom line is, look around. I'm not trying to complain or anything, but you look at the numbers, okay? You got people making money hand over fist, and then I get a thing, can you turn on the closed caption? I don't get paid. So, to me, if I turn closed caption off, it's fine. If I don't turn closed caption on, it's fine. Do you really think I care? That's the thing. Do you really think I really care? Negative. The thing is, I don't care. Okay. Well, so that's the thing. Do you think I care? Negative. I don't. Because in my opinion, people turn around and they think they are entitled. I mean, look. I mean, look at it from another point of view. When hubby was alive, here's how we worked it. We'd get up in the morning. I'll tell you how we worked it. Zoe always is probably curious how me and Aaron survived so long. We'd get up, right? He had his apartment in building B. I had my apartment in A. I'd get up. He'd ring me. You up? Yes. Okay. He'd come down, walk through the halls before he got moppy and during moppy. We'd sit there and we'd laugh. He'd be like, yeah. He'd sit there and he'd be like, okay, we're going to leave soon, but we're going to have a cigar first. We'd smoke in the apartment. Great times then. We'd get up, we'd leave our apartment. We'd walk out, we'd go out, and we would go to our things. We first go to the bank or the post office, get a money order. Afterwards, he would be like, okay, we got our money order, our rent's covered already, and that included electricity at the first place. Second place, we paid our electricity, but the pattern's the same. We'd go into McDonald's, grab a burger or breakfast, whatever the time was, burger or breakfast, whatever. Or if we got paid the night before, we'd get paid, and then we would, so we were happy. Me and Aaron was a team. All of a sudden, we'd walk along, right? And then we went everywhere. But the groceries were easier, and they were in the mainland, and they were okay. But then we found another place to get groceries. Then it burned down, then it got rebuilt. But we always decided to take the bus and our coolers and went to Walmart. And then we do things that way. We paid all our bills first, and then we got everything else. And right after our bills were paid, he would go and he had like 120 in food stamps. He would buy his food, and I'd buy mine. We'd pay our neighbor to drive. We'd get our groceries, we'd come home, and we'd be good for a month. Everything was done. We didn't order toilet paper, paper towels. We did it all there. We planned it carefully. Here, I can't plan it carefully at times because I got someone who thinks $100 at the thrift store is excess money. Well, I'm looking at restocking triple the paper towels, quadruple possibly, because we're getting into fall. And fall means cooler weathers. And fall means I don't want to do things. And then, here's the plan. As I sit here looking at the numbers, I got to coordinate her getting her enhanced driver's license. Yeah, there's a list of somewhere, a PDF somewhere. I'm going to see if I can find it, actually, who I'm talking to, because, you know. Yeah. Alright, let me see here. Ah, great. See right there. Find which documents you need, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the problem is, what's the documents? Find the full list of some of the options will work for air travel. I don't care for air travel. I want the documents. Let's see. Travel by land, yada, yada, yada. EDL or EID, license state ID, blah, 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 blah. I need more info. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't say it. See, it doesn't say it. Yeah. My father-in-law was looking for that. I want to get it right away. No. Yeah. Okay. Guide to the enhanced identity crimes, fraud, enhanced ID, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say where you can get your enhanced. Board plane, get your enhanced, make an appointment. A helpful tool to find out what documents you need. You see, that's the thing. Fine. Age verification. Yes, you're 18. What, do I need to freaking write this down? Ugh. Proof of U.S. citizenship. Let's see. You certified U.S. birth certificate. Yeah, there we go. We got one of those. Proof of legal name. Name change. Current full legal name. Negative. Court order right there. Yeah, see? Proof of identity. Right there. Proof of address. Let's see here. Home utility or service notice. Bill, statement, hookup order. Let's see. Washington voter card. Got that. Home utility bill. We can get that. Let's see. Now, so there it is. So you got home utility or service document, bill, statement, hookup order, Washington voter card. Yeah, and then DSHS benefits letter. You get one of those. Right there, see? So you get those three, you're good as golden. Yeah, postmark personal mail. There you go, see? And there you go. And then it tells you email address. Yeah, so we put this in for Chloe. Because, well, Chloe needs this. And then she can go to the DMA and frickin' email. So apparently it does capitals any way you look at it. Oh well. It'll be funny anyways. It's not really... The email may bounce, but this is what it's stating anyways, so... Anyways, we'll just put this in and she can get it. There we go, see? It'll basically mail everything she needs so she can get her enhanced. So she can drive a car. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. See, it says everything she needs right there. And then I can print this out by going over here and print to Microsoft PDF. And then list of enhanced ID. There, see? So anyways, Chloe has everything. Name change and proof of documents. Yeah, so she just goes to the utility company and the other company and she gets everything and she's done. See? And she's golden. And she can get her damn driver's license and be done. Yes, so anyways. Yes. So what's the yes for and what's the negative for, Trent? And the no for? What were you answering about anyways? So... Ooh, have the white one? Only 12 left. Buy the white one today. White one. I'll take the white one, man. I'll take the white one. Of course, my stepbrother's like, you don't need the white one because the white one is blah, blah, blah. He's always saying something stupid, you know. But anyways, Chloe's going to get her driver's license or enhanced so we can rent a van. She wants to go off island for my doctor's appointments. And we're tired of basically being, what do you call it? Yeah. I wonder if Amazon sells that one coffee. You see, if you, sorry, at Walmart. You see, once you start looking at Walmart and comparing the two, it gets easier and easier. So, for example, oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, let me see. They sell, and the survey says, there we go. You got the intense French roast. Wow. These prices, you can't go wrong, man. Made in America? Right there. Yeah, look at these pricings. I mean, literally, I just cut out Amazon on my coffee blend. What were you saying about coffee blend? Oh, you're unhappy that I took away your coffee blend? I'm sorry, guys. I just figured it would be awesome to have a coffee blend for myself. Yeah, that sounds pretty damn good, doesn't it, peeps? Sitting there drinking coffee, and they're like, hey, dude. Oh, well, there's a lot, but they don't have the smooth one that I like. That'll have to get somewhere else. Well, but yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Alright, so what else can I look for? Yeah. Alright, let's see about nongshim. I like nongshim ramen. See if I can basically cut out Amazon by 99%. Yeah. Alright, so I want the nongshim. The nongshim. Yeah, unfortunately they don't have what I'm looking for. Because I usually buy, oh look at that, 8-pack of ramen for 34 bucks. I like paying more money and getting more too, so that's why I was looking at that. Amazon's got a deal, but what's this? 12-pack? A 12-pack? A family pack of 12. But what if I don't want a 12-pack? What if I want a 20-pack? Yeah, see? So Amazon, I guess, gets to keep the ramen order currently because they can't compete with Walmart can't compete. So spicy chicken imported from England. Yeah, that's nice if you want your mouth on fire. My mouth's on fire. Anyways, peeps. So yeah, so it looks like when it comes to ramen, I'm going to have to go through Amazon. I'll go through all of this eventually of what I bought. And my everyday essentials will be switched over to Walmart. So, there you have it. But we're going to save some money. But in the meantime, peeps, I'm going to have to say time's a ticking and I got to get prepped for the next meeting, which is online on a video, which I'm only going to be co-sponsoring tonight. I'm not leading it. That's tomorrow. So in the meantime, I got to get going and get prepped and move along. So hope you enjoyed Coffee Time with Rita. Remember, you can save a lot of money by buying a meat grinder and grinding up your own meat. With that said, please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up button. Keep the comments nice, all we ask. If you like my content, you can always give me a gift card if you wish. No pressure. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and God bless you in everything you do.